You're watching PTV.
PTV Live celebrates the holiday season like no other. Join the gang for all your favorite Yuletide fun, like the Taste of Christmas, sampling new tasty treats, amazing and festive Christmas crafting segments with Sherry. Find out what's going on with Ben and his always entertaining life. Hilarious Hallmark Christmas movie reviews you'll want to put on your watch list. Holiday shopping excursions to seek out what's new in stores this season. The absolute best Christmas decor tips to make your home festive and cheerful. And of course, finding out what's new at Trader Joe's this Christmas. Don't miss a moment this holiday season of PTV Live. Mondays 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, exclusively on YouTube. watching PTV Live Holiday Edition. Starring Arnie De Herrera, Doug Silva, Ben De Herrera, and Sherry Ketzel. Featuring all your favorite Christmas crafts with Sherry, holiday drink recipes, and holiday home decorating tips from the boys, holiday shopping, and so much more. It's time now for PTV Live.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to PTV Live Holiday Edition. I'm Arnie.
I'm Doug.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
It is great to have you all with us tonight, and I cannot believe we're actually doing a normal show tonight.
And we're not allowed to go on vacation. I'm like, do we really have to go? Oh, we do. But thank you, Richard.
Yes.
Not necessary. Don't do it again.
I would like to thank Richard, the Orlando guy, specifically for coordinating with Ben last week for doing a PTV Live Light episode. That was very nice of him. So, yes, I'll give him a little It was a lot of fun. And, yeah, we have a lot of people joining us tonight here in the chat. So thank you, everyone, for being here with us. We have a full show tonight. It's pretty exciting what's going on with us because we've got a lot to talk about.
Not that our lives are enriched.
Wow, you are surly tonight.
I've been cutting and burning myself like crazy.
Yeah.
He actually... it wasn't just a simple cut.
I sliced it in half.
His thumb sliced. I mean, blood was coming out.
That's
So
horrible.
Ben, you would have been queasy.
Yeah, I would have passed out.
It's getting much better, but I now have a permanent dent in my thumb tip. No more skin. It's gone. So my thumb goes like this, and it goes across, and it curves around. It's horrible. And I burnt myself. And then I broke something.
Why are you having such bad juju?
I don't know.
I honestly
must have been like some kind of like punished or was a vampire or spin instructor in my past life.
Spin instructor?
Yeah. Watch TV, people.
There's a special place in the afterlife for spin instructors.
Yeah. Oh.
Someone's at our door.
You better go check. It
Go
could
check.
It could be UPS. It could be FedEx.
It could be. We will go ahead and get started, though, here, because someone is visiting the forest.
By the way, you
Jim. Thank you, Jim. Appreciate that.
would be quite helpful.
He's hanging out on the retro tree.
He's hanging out on the retro tree tonight. Yes, Chatty is having some fun with the retro tree this time. It's the only tree that has actual tinsel in our forest because, tinsel really isn't used that much on trees in today's Christmas days. But
Mind.
I really do enjoy it.
Bah humbug. There were actually 4 carolers where Santa hats and one had bells. I'm not joking. I have never had carolers.
We had carolers.
Yes, they were carolers.
Oh.
Bah humbug. I didn't want to order the door. Go away.
But yeah, so Chatty's on the retro tree this week. So he's it's just the tinsel is moving. So anyway.
Yeah, it's hard to find tinsel.
It is. You got to look really hard. Donna.
I wanted some for a project, and I ended up picking some up at an antique store on vacation.
Oh.
Oh, it's everywhere. We get it all.
Well, we usually get it after the fact. Pick it up for like 25 or 50 cents.
Isn't it like Big Lots?
Something like that. Yeah. I have to look around, but we do find it. But okay. Why don't we go ahead and get started with our normal flow of the show? Let's make a cocktail. I am still somewhat flummoxed by the fact that we had carolers at the house.
That never happens.
Yeah.
How many were
Four.
there? 4?
4. And they were wearing Santa hats.
Oh, we need to do that, Arnie.
When's the last time we went caroling? It's been years.
We can do it in Roseville.
Oh. Well, yeah, that's true. We could.
No.
Yeah, we could.
I don't feel festive.
Well,
Humbug.
you wouldn't have to go. It'd just be Sherry and Megan and Ben and me, and we'd have some fun.
I hope it's raining.
Stop it! Hit him, Arnie. If I were there,
No, I've got a cup of ice right now. So
no,
I'm not
I
gonna do
bruised
that.
like a banana. I already hit myself on the thigh.
This ice is going into the shaker right here because I'm going to start by making this drink. It's a Melikaliki Maka Mai Tai. This is a drink that Doug and I had while we were visiting the Disneyland Resort last weekend. So we wanted to try and mimic it. While I'm starting to mix it, Ben, what kind of wine are you drinking?
This is a Pinot Noir that I opened last week, and we're just finishing it up because I don't do whole bottles of wine by myself. There's just no way.
why not?
I'd fall asleep.
Don't fall asleep.
I'm with Ben. Wine makes me sleepy.
Yeah.
Hold on. Sleepy.
Okay, so I have my shaker with crushed ice in it. And I'm going to start because my shot glass already has fresh squeezed lime juice in it. So I've got half an ounce in that. So I'm going to put that in there. And to that, I'm going to add 2 ounces of pineapple juice.
Thank you.
I'm really curious to see if this recipe turns out. I probably could have asked for the recipe there at Disneyland, but I didn't ask for it.
Paul, I wouldn't answer the door. Seriously, I do not answer my phone, and I do not answer the door.
So, did you just look through the peephole?
Yeah, and I saw Santa hats. There was a lot of noise, and then when they walked away, they were already on next door, and I heard someone play with the bells, and there were 4 people. So I only opened up the door this much, and I literally said "bah humbug," and I'm like, I don't have time for them.
Okay, so I put in 2 ounces of pineapple juice, and I'm about to put in the coconut rum.
From the liquor store down the street. Arnie had to go to the liquor store. We ran out of booze. Can you believe that?
Art, and you didn't have what you needed?
No, we've been out of this for eons, and we went to do it, and I'm like, we're not running down to the store, but we have a liquor store.
But the little bottle feels like a flask.
Oh, yeah.
I have to visit online.
The recipe also calls for 151 overproof rum. So
we do like that.
Yeah. So I'm going to put this into, and it's an ounce.
Was that just opened, or we've had that?
Oh, we've had this. And it's an ounce of that.
That's a potent rum.
Yes, it's a very potent rum. Here you go.
Well, let's just say where we had it, it was quite amazing.
Yeah. Okay, so I am putting it on the shaker. I'm going to just shake this up. Oh, you know what? I don't have a glass to pour it into. I think I left the glass on the counter.
God.
Oh, you sound like me today, Arnie. I keep forgetting everything today.
Well, you know, as long as Doug is doing that, though, I'm going to go ahead and add some freshly ground nutmeg. So if you can see, I've got a nutmeg grinder here. So I'm going to do fresh nutmeg.
Well, let's just say where the drink came in, you could buy the glass. And I said, yes, please.
So I've got nutmeg in there.
So they're not washed.
I'm also got, sorry?
I said where we bought the drink, you could get the glass.
Yeah, it came with the glass. So I'm putting in a dash of cinnamon as well.
Oh, that's not a dash. That's a lot.
And let me go ahead and
You are just really, oh my
Burly, truculent, sassy.
yeah. I would
What
say
else
so.
is? Let me look at else some words.
Obnoxious.
Okay.
Obnoxious.
Oh, not
curmudgeon-y.
obnoxious. Curmudgeon. Yeah, I would say curmudgeon. Okay, so that is
Surly.
the cocktail. Let me go ahead and pour it into the glass. I'm not going to strain it. Instead, it comes with crushed ice. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in and just pour it in.
All
Grumpy, glum, crotchety, ill-natured. Those are great words.
Cranky. Yeah,
Cranky.
Donna, that's good.
Let's see if this tastes like our experience.
right. Richard says petulant.
Yeah, well, when you look up all those words, there's a big picture of Doug in it. So
How is it, Doug?
It's pretty damn close.
It's close? Really?
Yeah, it's terrifyingly close. It's a lot of lime, though.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a little sour.
Wow. That is very close.
What did you put in it?
This is 1 ounce of coconut rum, an ounce of overproof rum, 2 ounces of pineapple juice, and half an ounce of lime.
Yeah, Nick's only do a quarter of an ounce of lime because you just need that little bit.
And then a dash or a dusting of cinnamon and ground nutmeg.
Richard,
That's
we have to
really-
share because we've never made this drink and I didn't want to risk it. So there's cooties and slobber. I mean, because we didn't have a chance and it's just a little too much lime juice.
So that's the first time I have made that. I actually like how that turned out.
It's pretty.
That is a drink that we can
really
keep
close.
on the bar for the holidays. This is the Melikaliki Maka Mai Tai
Little sour.
from Disneyland.
He suffers from something. I don't know what it is, but he
Yeah.
suffers from something.
But it's really good. So I'm gonna be sipping on that during the whole show.
Suckling.
Yeah, suckling. Okay, I'll do that.
Nursing.
Well, we have a drink in hand, so that usually means one thing. We are going to go ahead and move on to the Hallmark movie review. Actually, in this case, movies review. So buckle
Put
up.
on your hats and glasses.
Buckle up, everyone.
Hold your hat and glasses.
You know, it's interesting because Mara said you could use 2 straws. The drink that I had, it had a metal straw in it, so it was actually...
You know,
was
we
interesting.
did. It was interesting.
Yeah,
I'm not a big fan.
I like them. I like the metal straw, so yeah, I would do that.
Where we went, we were very
So-
high class.
12 movies. 12 movies that we have not yet been able to review. So we're going to touch on them very briefly, and we will probably focus in on 1 or 2 of them. But we're going to go ahead and just start by giving you a real quick feeling of it. So first one. This was before Thanksgiving. Navigating Christmas. These are the first 3 films. This was about the mother and son that were kind of struggling, and they spent Christmas in a lighthouse and had to decorate it.
Oh, I like that one.
I did too.
I did
It
too.
was middle of the road.
It was middle of the road. Definitely,
Definitely.
definitely middle.
Solid six.
Yeah, it was not good or bad. It was definitely dead middle. I was
Just-
engaged, and then I could throw it away.
It's
It was a nice, entertaining.
a nice watch, but a solid 6.
Yeah.
Definitely a solid 6.
Next
That's
one.
my favorite part of that was how they built the Christmas tree out of lobster traps.
Yeah.
No, that was the other one. The island was the mobster trap.
Island.
Oh, that was Christmas.
Yeah,
See,
they're all
I'm-
the same
see,
thing.
I'm confusing them.
So,
Okay.
middle of the road.
My bad.
Ugh.
The next night was this one here.
The reason why we didn't review these is because we had Michael Strickland.
Yeah,
On
and
it,
we'll,
we
we'll,
didn't-
we'll get to that. A Merry Scottish Christmas was on Saturday night of that weekend. What,
Fabulous.
November 18th, I think.
Absolutely fabulous.
I told Michael Strickland, no, no skin off their nose because they did a great job on their film, but I liked that one better than his.
That weekend.
Yeah, that particular one was with Lacey Chabert and Scott Wolf, and they had a reconnection after their party of 5 days, and the reunion worked. So I thought it was very, very high.
Paul gave that one 5 Ben burritos.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, we
perfect
gave
score.
it a good solid 9. I wasn't.
I gave it like a 9.
and
Yeah.
Rich, this is pure dreck.
Yeah, he's definitely the minority on that
Yeah,
one.
you're in the minority.
But we really like that
Yeah,
one.
I liked it. It was great.
Okay.
And of course, next was Holiday Hotline. We already talked
I
about that.
slobbered all over
We
it.
loved
Yeah,
it.
We thought it was perfect.
That
A
was
perfect 10.
Yeah, that was a 10 for me as well.
Yeah. So
Okay, next one.
Okay, that was
now,
the weekend. Then we
that
had
was the weekend
Thanksgiving.
before Thanksgiving. Then it comes to the weekend where Hallmark just lays on double features
Ooh.
almost the entire weekend. But it started with one film on Thanksgiving night, and that was Catch Me If You Claus.
I gave that a 9. I loved it.
I love-
That was a
We
good film.
we loved it too.
We talked about it all the way down in the car when we were driving to Southern California because we're just like, it was so good. It was just very creative. It was different. We were talking about it, and we're going to watch it again. We loved it.
My favorite bit about that film was the fact that it was a Santa Claus film where we had not had a good Santa Claus film where we suspend reality so that Santa Claus really exists. I loved it.
It reminded me a lot of the one from last year where they, the mystery type.
Yeah.
What was that movie?
I don't remember at this point right now. We just need to move on to the next film. We
Next,
have a lot to get through.
next film was on Friday night, Letters to Santa.
Next.
Okay. Yeah.
Wait.
I had a 3-word phrase for this film. All I said was return to sender. This was a dreadful film.
It was dreadful. Absolutely ghastly.
Yeah.
It should have never made it past the pitch stage.
No.
It was a terrible film.
Now, I think they could have made it a good film, but it was poorly executed, poorly written, poorly directed.
It made my ears bleed.
And a lot of the acting was just so stiff and stilted. It was just a rough film all around.
Okay.
Paul says, yeah, that was a bad
It
one.
was bad.
So we're not alone on that.
About it.
The next film, that same night, Friday night, Holiday Road. This is about an ensemble that gets stuck at the Portland airport. They all have to get to Denver.
Because everything snowed in at Denver.
Again.
Yeah,
Um,
I gave it like a 7. I think what I liked was that with all of the people, they really worked together well. And the characters didn't get lost.
Yeah, it's one of those films where you really dread because there are so many possible storylines that are going through the film, and they didn't lose track of them. They did a decent job of featuring all the players, and that was a good use of the script.
I'll be honest, I was not feeling very good within the first 2 minutes of the film when it opened with a YouTube or TikTok influencer, and that was the focus of the film in the very beginning. I thought, okay, this is going to be very cringy. It turned out to be an okay film. In fact, it was one of the best ensemble films I've seen in a long time on Hallmark.
No, it was definitely 5. It worked, and then they tidied it up at the very end. Then a super end with the helicopter that was just absolutely stupid. But it was I was engaged. Not great, middle of the road, moving on.
Yeah, definitely. Next film, Christmas in Notting Hill. Now, apparently, for those of you that have seen Notting Hill, this story had very similar qualities to the storyline. I've never seen Notting Hill, so I had nothing to compare it to. But apparently this was like almost considered like a remake, but at Christmas.
I just kept thinking of Ted Lasso, and then they brought up Ted Lasso in the movie.
Yeah, they did. It was interesting.
It was actually...
It was a fun movie. I watched it today. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't great.
No.
I gave it 5.
Yeah.
I actually said it was a slice of banality. So it was dull, it was boring, it was nothing interesting really happened. So that was Saturday night's first film. It was just another average. Exactly, Paul. It was just another average film. Nothing special about it. However, the film that was also that same night, the second the double feature was Haul Out the Holly Lit Up. This was a sequel to the same film Haul Out the Holly that premiered last year on Hallmark Channel.
Loved it. Gave it a perfect 10. It was unapologetic, way over the top, silly, corny. It really was a good second movie to the first one. I loved it. It was so Christmassy and so good.
And I thought it was so-so.
I haven't seen it yet.
I found it annoying, and I had a hard time getting through it.
Yeah, I can see that. That would be a catch you, Ben.
Yeah.
I can see that.
It a priority because I wasn't that fond of the first one last year. I mean, it was cute, but that was about it.
OMG, everyone online hated Haul Out the Holly. But it just ran into the same vein as the film before.
Yeah, it just ran into it, and it was just...
Okay, then the next film, this was on Sunday night of Thanksgiving weekend. The first one was called Our Christmas Mural.
Next.
Okay. I'll say this, and I watched a review of this one already, and the people that reviewed it said, why did they spend so much time putting up a frame on the side of the building?
That's what I wanted to know.
It was almost like carousel movie, Christmas movie. There was not enough art. I loved it because of I'm an artist. I can relate to a lot of what it is, but the constant self-loathing was getting very old real fast. Yeah. Overall, 5-ish, 6-ish, still.
Yeah. Sherry, what do you think?
I think that's generous. I gave it a 4.
I gave it a 4.5.
Okay.
I just didn't care.
Yeah, that's why it was middle of the road. It was
I understand that.
Next
film. On Sunday night, they premiered Biltmore Christmas. Now, this film, they had been pushing since July. So this was the big one that everyone was waiting for, a period piece. And this one starred Chris Palaha, or Christopher Palaha. And
a girl. Yeah. It was.
But
10.
10. It was perfect.
It was worth the wait. They kept pushing it since the summer, and it was definitely worth the wait. It was a great movie. It's one of those rare films that as soon as it was done, I wanted to rewatch it again.
Yeah, that's how I felt. This film, for me, it really spoke to me as a period piece. There were all sorts of Christmas feels all over.
It was so good, and I love the obnoxious tourist who is trying to keep the guy busy. Her voice, her acting was perfect. Everything about it was was really good.
I didn't think there was a weak link. And I'll tell you, to me, although you expected it, it was still a nice surprise ending.
Okay, I do have a question, and that is, did the curator of the event remind you of the guy that used to do all those interviews from the School of Film or whatever?
Yes. However, you know who it was.
You know who it was?
No.
It was Jonathan Frakes from Star Trek The Next Generation.
Okay.
There was 2 of Star Trek. It was very Trekky.
Yeah.
I love that Wes Brown was at the very end. So they remade the movie.
The original head of the movie studio, Balaban Studios.
Yeah.
He was also from Star Trek The Next Generation.
Oh, okay.
So there was kind of a little crossover there. But it was like, Paul is right. It was like a timeless Christmas.
It was warm, fuzzy, cozy. It was just really good.
I saw the portrait of the studio's founder. Yes, thank you, Richard. James Lipton. That's the name of the actor or the character. He is a character. I saw that original portrait of the head of the founder of the studio, and it reminded me of a character from Arrested Development.
Of course. Moving on.
The Milford School. You can always tell a Milford man.
Yeah.
Of course.
Okay. And then
definitely a watch.
This past weekend, Friday night was My Norwegian Holiday. I'll be honest with you, I did not have big hopes for this. It starred Rhiannon Fish, who I tend to think of more as a woman that plays parts that sound almost like a little girl, like a girly voice.
Yeah, very baby.
But very babyish. But she has really definitely changed my mind. This, for me, she did a great job in the role. I loved it.
I loved it.
I love this one.
Good solid 8. It was just super creative. The character was from Ted Lasso. He was really good.
The actor was from Ted Lasso, not the character.
Yes. Yeah.
No,
I
the actor.
give it a 10. I like it.
Yeah, I thought it was really good.
The twists and turns in the story really make it. You got to pay attention. So don't turn away or walk out of the room. You may miss a little solid clue of what's happening in the movie. So that was a good one. See, I'm really fond of the mystery films that they've put in this season for Christmas. So this was a good mystery love story film.
When you stream at the TV,
My Norwegian Holiday.
when she says my mom's name was, that blew me away.
Yeah,
because it was playing off the guy.
Yeah.
And then also this past weekend was A Not So Royal Christmas.
I've not seen that one yet. I'm going to see it tonight.
Yeah, go ahead and watch that one, Sherry. Tell us what you think, because Michelle, I'm sure she is speaking about My Norwegian Holiday, because that one was the most.
I cried the last 30 minutes of that movie.
Yeah, I did too.
I really connected with it.
Yeah, it was very sweet.
Not so royal.
I will say this for A Not So Royal Christmas. If I disagree, Richard. It was a fun watch.
It was fun.
I will say this, and that is, if you're expecting the traditional royal film at Christmas time that Hallmark puts out every year, you're not going to get it with this one.
Mm-hmm.
It's different.
That's what got me entertained. I like the ruse, the whole lie that completely got out of control. It was we were in it was a good 5. Probably
Okay.
have to watch it again.
That's a dozen movies. I think we got through them okay.
Yeah, that was it. It was amazing. Yeah, Paul, he gave that one 2 Ben burritos or 4 gold crowns. We gave it, a 5?
5, good middle
Yeah,
of
we
the
thought
road.
it was middle of the road. It was one of those films that is like Kleenex. You use it once and throw it away.
Yeah. But yep, we are completely caught up and watched them all.
But that was a lot of movies to touch on.
Yeah.
So we'll quit there and say thank you so much for bearing with us on this, because that was a lot of movies to go through. We will be right back. We're going to do a little cleanup, but we'll be right back. Please stick around and watch this quick break that we're going to do. You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition here on Pepper Tree Villa. We'll be right back.
McDonald's gift certificates. Each is worth 50 cents at McDonald's, and a book of 10 costs only $5. Something special for someone special.
You're watching PTV.
PTV Live celebrates the holiday season like no other. Join the gang for all your favorite Yuletide fun, like the Taste of Christmas, sampling new tasty treats, amazing and festive Christmas crafting segments with Sherry. Find out what's going on with Ben and his always entertaining life. Hilarious Hallmark Christmas movie reviews you'll want to put on your watch list. Holiday shopping excursions to seek out what's new in stores this season. The absolute best Christmas decor tips to make your home festive and cheerful. And of course, finding out what's new at Trader Joe's this Christmas. Don't miss a moment this holiday season of PTV Live. Mondays 9:30 p.m. Eastern, 6:30 p.m. Pacific, exclusively on YouTube.
Ho, ho, ho! I've got a present for you. See? A snuggle ornament for the tree. It's free when you buy Snuggle Fabric Softener.
Look for your free ornament at the Snuggle display in your store.
Have a happy holiday.
What's new at Trader Joe's?
Okay, so before we move on with what's Trader Joe's, I ran that Snuggle commercial because I have it. 1986.
Present yourself.
Yeah, it used to be Megan's.
This used to belong to Megan.
Oh my gosh, I get it.
Holy macaroni!
It disappeared. But yeah,
Okay.
it's from 1986. It's a Snuggle, and you had to just mail in for it, and they sent it to you. I still remember the little padded envelope it came in. But my mom gave that.
Megan got it when she was a little girl.
She was 2 years old.
She would stop whatever she was doing whenever she would see the Snuggle Bear come on television.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She was dead in her tracks.
Yeah.
But yeah, the commercial coincides. Yeah, definitely. We got the ornament. So there it is. Snuggle, 1986.
Even as a kid, that Snuggle stuff gave me a serious
That-
headache. I never did
that one
fabric
is
softener.
proudly displayed on our crystal tree every year.
And how many years did you get the McDonald's Christmas books?
You mean those little gift certificate books?
Uh-huh.
Every year we used to get them until they stopped giving them. I guess
What?
in high school we stopped getting them.
I used
Something like
I
that.
used to put them in your stockings too.
Because
Yeah.
you get $25 gift cards at Target for McDonald's anymore, and you can barely feed 2 people with that anymore. It's sad.
Yeah,
Oh.
$25 is 2 little tiny cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling Ben that when I was in college, I would go to McDonald's on the one day that I had classes from 9 in the morning till 9 at night. I would go to McDonald's down the street for dinner break,
Oh, I remember that.
right? And I would get a Big Mac meal, give them a $5 bill, and get change.
Yeah. I remember that.
Ugh.
Well, I want to put this one out here. Let's see. I think I saw him, Matthew Fitzgerald. I've seen him in the chat tonight. And he sent me a box from Trader Joe's. Let me go ahead and present again. This is a box of gluten-free Madeleines. I don't normally eat gluten-free. However, Matt has a gluten intolerance, so he saw these and he recommended them to me. So he sent them to me and said, give them a try. So we have one here.
Yeah, we're kind of curious.
I'm curious to see what it tastes like. Here, have a bite.
Is there 1 or 2? It looks seriously burnt.
And of course, Doug smells it before he puts it in his mouth. Okay, verdict.
It's light, it's cakey,
Yeah.
like a real. There's nothing different about it. But it doesn't taste like rice paper. It actually tastes like a Madeleine.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I would buy these.
I would know that the texture was a little off, but really it's
They
very good.
They managed to get it
They
right.
got it really convincing.
Yeah, they
I
did a
tried
good
the
job.
whole gluten-free baking thing. It did not work for me.
Mm-hmm. Now, Ben, you have mystery packs.
Yes.
Want to talk a little bit about those?
Yeah, about 4 years ago is when I ran into these for the first time at Trader Joe's, and I did an episode of Life with Ben. It was during the first Christmas season that I was doing my show. The mystery packs are brown envelopes, and they come with 3 bags of Trader Joe's from random regions around the country.
Wasn't it more than 3 before?
No.
No, it's 3.
I'm going to move this guy so that you've got room to.
Okay.
Let me present.
Okay.
There you go.
Whoa. Let me.
It says, excuse us, no peeking.
Now you have 4 of these packs, Ben?
4 of them.
Okay, Donna got.
Were they $9.99 a piece? You get for
No, they were only $3.
so it'd be $1 a bag.
Yeah, which is their standard price.
Is it?
Users.
Oh, see, Matt is saying they didn't make them for 2 years after the pandemic.
Yeah, they didn't do it.
Yeah, this is the first. Am I hurting you?
You keep poking me with the corner.
Well, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, I bet you are.
Yeah, I'm not. Okay, here's an Atlanta bag. And the Diamond State, which is... The blue hen is the state bird. What is the Diamond State?
I don't know.
I don't know, Ben.
Blue hens.
Delaware.
Oh, Delaware.
Oh, there you go.
And Trader Joe's Anatomy of a Hamburger. Or Trader Joe's Grocery List. Lollipops, ground beef, burger buns,
And that's
ketchup,
Connecticut.
nutmeg. Yeah, this is from Connecticut.
Interesting. Yeah, is there a way to cut those open?
Yeah, you got to chop it up, Ben. You can't. Don't be dainty.
Connecticut.
Just rip it apart. There you go.
All right.
I like Richard. Oh, dear Lord. Just open it already.
Okay. Joe's Campground, Colorado, USA.
I like that one.
Yeah, I've never seen this bag before.
What's the back look like?
Joe's Summit, Colorado.
Oh, I like that one.
Oh,
This
look
one,
at this.
Florida.
Okay, Donna, Richard, anyone from Florida, have you seen this bag in use on a regular basis? Because we don't see those here in California.
And I've never seen this one. I've never seen this one. This is Washington, D.C.
Oh, very cool. Senate bean soup.
Yeah.
What I like is that each side is different.
Yeah, these are pretty cool. There was one other thing that we got while you're opening that. There is this bag. I have never seen this before. I'm sure they've had it before, but sweet and salty snack mix from Trader Joe's. They had a bin of this out front of the store. So Doug and I are going to give this a try.
Do we have anything to taste from? Okay.
I can't eat those.
It's a fun mix of chocolate drizzled and salted snacks.
Well, there's popcorn in here.
Well, I've got a paper towel for you, Doug, so that you can wipe.
What's the product called?
Sweet and salty snack mix.
So it has
Here, I'll go ahead and read it because Doug doesn't have his
I have my
glasses on.
glasses.
It's mini peanut butter filled pretzel nuggets, half dipped chocolate covered potato chips, chocolate grizzled caramel corn, roasted salted Virginia peanuts.
Yeah, I don't do the pretzels and peanuts.
And yes, I saw this. Donna did a video, and yeah, I saw her get this, and I had not heard what she thought of. Well, I haven't heard recently what she thought of it. And what do you think?
We'll be talking about it on Sunday in the next episode of her show.
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing.
It says he doesn't see you drinking, Arnie.
Oh.
Oh, it won't be done for the next. It'll be done about 10 o'clock tonight, our time. It's
right.
not even halfway done. He will nurse that.
How's the snack treat?
It's really, really, really good.
Yeah, there's popcorn.
Yeah, and there's potato chips.
Mm.
Not a. Oh, I should choke down a pretzel.
Okay.
All right. So,
By the way,
these are the last of the bags. I got 6 bags.
okay, cool. Let me present. Yeah, by the way, the Mai Tai's over half done.
Not really.
Present, please. Okay, this is from New Hampshire.
Oh, it's a nice apple.
I like the flowers on the back.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
What flowers are those?
Oh, look at that, Ben.
What?
You got one of ours.
What do you mean?
California.
The bag in your hand.
Yeah. This one is a standard one for the Bay Area.
Yeah.
We have a slew of these in the trunks of our cars.
The Golden Gate Bridge, yay!
And this one is New Mexico.
Land.
And the chili.
Oh, very nice. I like that
Yeah,
one.
love that.
Mexico has Trader Joe's.
Yeah.
Here's New Mexico, not Mexico, New Mexico. This is Nevada.
Oh,
No,
turn it
there's
around. Look at the
no.
date on the bag.
1967.
And the 7 looks like a slot machine.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so that is the extent of the gambling associated with that. Here's greetings from TJ's, and this looks like it is from LA. Yeah, it is from LA.
Is it?
Trader Joe's. Oh, no, this is New Jersey.
Oh,
My bad.
Aha, it's a New Jersey bag.
wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And then the last one. I don't know this. This
Plant
says
trees.
planting trees is the bee's knees.
Hmm.
And there's nothing on the
Where's
other
Johnny
side.
Appleseed from?
I don't know.
Oh, but Matt did recognize that bag from New Jersey, Ben.
This the farmer wave, 1 or 2 finger wave, maybe a slight nod of the head. This Nebraska.
No.
Oh, okay.
Your Nebraska hands.
Either. I would have expected more.
Now the reason I really wanted to invest in those bags is because every single time I get shopping bags, they will invariably wind up in Sherry's trunk.
Bitch.
So I wanted to make sure that I had.
You can't have any other states in your car.
This, and this is also from Trader Joe's. I got this in the what's new section. This is astounding multi-flavor mini pretzels.
That's a big old box.
It is a big old box, but it's 1 pound of pretzels that are flavored. Okay, Goody Tama, go to the side for a second.
They have
Peanut butter candy covered and topped with JoJo cookies, bits, and assorted chocolate gems.
Wow.
Coffee candy covered and topped with dark chocolate drizzle.
That goes in the trash.
That's for Sherry.
For Sherry.
Yeah, that goes in the trash.
no, it doesn't.
The milk chocolate
for him.
and topped with rainbow pearls. Oh,
Perels.
Perels.
Sprinkles.
Yeah, the little
Sprinkle.
like, animal cookies. And then
Is that another
This
dark
one-
chocolate one?
is dark chocolate covered and topped with peppermint candy pieces.
Thank you.
So that's Sherry's.
Well, those look great.
let's you can open yours. I'll open one of mine.
I'm gonna open both of mine.
Oh dear Lord. I've got other stuff to try, so I'm only going to open one. I mean, I've got food that was
Mm.
this weekend was a treasure trove for my stomach.
But they don't have resealable bags.
So that's why you put it in plastic.
Ben Richard says, I missed last year when Ben did that horrible beer advent calendar.
It wasn't a beer advent
was
calendar.
wine.
It was 2 years ago, and it was wine,
It was-
and it was awful.
Oh, and he
Awful.
maybe it was wine.
Anyway, these are the ones that look like the animal crackers, and I got to be careful with these because when Megan put these on a frozen ice cream cake, I cracked a tooth.
Oh, that's right.
No, those were sprinkles, like big, heavy sprinkles.
Mm. These dark chocolate with the peppermint candy pieces are delicious.
Oh my gosh, I could eat this whole thing.
That's how I feel about these ones.
Oh,
Now I need to open up the coffee ones and see.
you do that. I'll be opening something else later.
And they've got the salt of the pretzel,
Have a napkin.
which makes it nice. It smells like coffee. Smell it.
He's gonna gag.
Well, he likes the smell of coffee.
I love the smell of coffee. I just can't drink it.
Oh, guys, you have to get these.
Well, if they can only get those, we don't need the big old box.
Mm.
No, the assortment of pretzels are really good.
I like the dark chocolate ones.
Well, that was wonderful. That's pretty cool. Okay. So that's our what's new at Trader Joe's segment.
Trader Joe's stuff.
That was a long segment for us. On Trader
Yeah,
Joe's.
because there was so much.
Yeah, there was a lot. We knew there was a lot happening, but let's go ahead and continue with our salute for Hallmark's 50th anniversary. Okay, I have to say this. Richard is saying, you need to run the Taste of New Year's promo from 2019 with Sherry chugging the booze.
Oh, God, that's been done to death.
No,
It's
that's
no
really
longer.
No, it is funny every
No, it isn't.
single time.
promo.
You guys have sad, sad humor. I make sure I'm not important. I gotta look at my phone.
And
because that's what everybody does when
so,
they drive.
by the way, Michelle's saying she'd love to get those bags. Trader Joe's, it depends on what region you're in. In Northern California, apparently they just arrived in some of the stores over the weekend.
Yeah.
Other places, they're sold out already.
How did you find them, Ben? Did you have to ask them, or were they you tripped over them?
I went to the wall where they sell the bags, and they were hanging on one of the hooks.
Oh, okay.
You know what? I don't think when we were at ours that I was probably paying attention enough to notice.
I didn't see anything.
No, they pretty much rolled them out on Sunday.
Okay.
And maybe they were not there Friday. That's
yeah,
probably why.
We were Trader Joe's on Friday when we got our stuff.
We're not that cool.
So, anyway, Hallmark is continuing their 50th Fridays for the 50th anniversary, and this week was 2019.
Oh,
And
I
it's
have one.
the Noble Nutcracker series. Ben, you have this whole collection.
I have the whole collection.
I do too.
Sherry has it too. Yeah, you have it as well. It started in 2019, and it continues today. So they've had 5 in the series so far. So
Megan has that series as well because the first in the series was gifted to her on Thanksgiving as a thank you gift from a guest that we had invited over for Thanksgiving that day.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
So
That's how she started it.
2019, the Noble Nutcracker.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're so big that they don't need to go on a tree. They need to be in like a decoration.
They really do. I could put them on a shelf somewhere and they'd be great. Oh, dear Lord, Sherry.
Moment on the lips, lifetime on the hips, Sherry.
I know. I walked them off though this last week.
So Ben told me that we have another tasting to look at from their side. So let's try a taste of Christmas. Okay, so I have to highlight this with her.
Yeah, I've got to comment on this, Jonathan. The reason Megan got that gift was because my friend Nicholas, who came over for a Thanksgiving dinner that year, had me racking my brain for a gift that he could give Megan as a hostess gift. It would not seem out of character or too extravagant. And he saw nothing wrong with picking up that ornament and giving it to her as a thank you gift. And you know what? She loved it, and she will always remember that Thanksgiving because of it.
Yeah.
That's what I like about ornaments, is that they always, poor Gudetama, he keeps shifting off the set.
Well, you
Flinging over the.
So what are we tasting tonight, Ben?
I am going to be trying something that I've never had before. Jeremy and Elizabeth were with Sherry and the whole family last week at Disneyland and California Adventure.
hence the shirt.
Yeah, this I got the shirt from Sherry, so thank you so much.
Mhm.
I love it. I love it. Jeremy and Elizabeth got me my first Disney Parks gingerbread cookie. Now, I like gingerbread cookies, but I've never had one from Disneyland.
Are you going to eat his ear or foot?
Probably the ear, because it'll be the first part that comes out. But I'm going to savor this because I have a feeling I'm really going to like it. Oh my
it's
gosh,
soft.
it's soft and just came apart just so nice.
Okay, Ben, remember, this is the cookie that we based our recipe.
This is. It probably is not as spicy as ours, but it's pretty damn close. Because I got Disneyland.
Okay, I gotta say, I have been a huge fan of Doug and Arnie's gingerbread for years. And I knew that they had based their recipe on what they tailored from the taste
At Disneyland.
at Disneyland. This is amazing.
Yeah,
Like-
it's.
Right.
We'll never get to do what Disneyland made because it's just.
We'll just say, Mickey won't be long for this earth.
Ben, Mar is right. You won the Disneyland lottery. You got a shirt and a cookie.
Oh, I got more than that, Mar. I got more than that.
We spoiled him.
Yeah. I had to stay behind. The original plan was that I was going to be taking care of Mom, but since Mom isn't with us anymore, I had already made plans to work through the whole week while they were out of town. So I watched the house, and they brought me a lot of gifts,
Show 'em
which was nice.
The other.
We'll get to that.
Okay.
But anyway.
It's delicious.
So good. Okay.
Show and tell.
Yeah. Let's get to the show and tell portion.
Oh, God, that stupid balloon.
Where's the balloon?
Yeah, I don't do Disney balloons.
My daughter was very upset with me because I wouldn't get her one.
Are we up for a more crap delivery segment?
I think we are. I gotta say, I love that bumper.
Yeah. Well, this really does dovetail well into it. After my cookie, Megan also gave me a half a dozen cookies from a Christmas fair area that they went to.
No, this was from Bakery in Cayucos.
Oh, okay. My bad. This was from Cayucos, California. It's a bakery called Baked Fresh Daily, all in one bag, sweet combo. Do they have the name of the bakery here? Brown Butter Cookies.
Yeah, brown butter cookies. That's
Brown Butter Cookie Company of Cayucos and Atascadero. These are amazing.
Their brown butter cookies were delicious.
I'll bet they are.
Man.
Because I have 2 chocolate chunk cookies, 2 snickerdoodles, and 2 ginger molasses.
And they're all brown butter?
They're all from brown.
They're all from the Brown Butter Cookie Company, and I've
brown butter.
a little bit of the molasses cookie, the ginger molasses. Oh my gosh, I wanted to hide in a corner in my room and just tear through it.
We cut them up into pieces and tasted all of them. We tasted more than that because they had a lemon one and they had all kinds of cookies.
Lemon sugar, oatmeal raisin, and everybody chocolate chip. It says it's gluten-free flour.
We didn't have that one.
I'm sorry.
Okay, those do, like Donna says, those look amazing.
They were
crumbly, or are they cakey and soft?
Are they chewy?
They are chewy and soft, and they just tear apart.
I didn't bring him any Portos.
So good.
Though.
No Portos, but I didn't need Portos because in the refrigerator are several boysenberry turnovers from the Knott's Bakery at Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh my goodness!
Plus, there was some pie that we brought home.
Yeah,
too,
I had a slice of pie last night. I'll be having the boysenberry turnover at breakfast tomorrow. And
Ben, if you're not careful, you're going to have to line your hips with butter to get out of the room.
No, he's
no,
making sure his pancreas is on overload.
Get the other shit from over there.
Please, like I tell
Yep.
my kids, you don't order.
Go fetch. That's what I say.
Here.
I also got this Christmas shirt brought to me from Knott's Berry Farm.
Oh,
Snoopy.
That's very cute. I love that.
Yeah, present him so you can see that close up.
Oh my God, that is great. I love that.
I got myself a sweatshirt from Knott's.
Yeah, and it came with a limited edition pin. So that's what I got from Knott's Berry Farm. I got this 2023 ornament from Disneyland, which I had not purchased online for myself, which I'm very pleased with.
Oh, does it light up?
It does light up.
Oh, nice.
Your lights up.
Yeah. The only ornament I had to get the girl was a Spider-Man ornament. Of all the ornaments.
That's weird.
Wow.
And I was fortunate enough that Sherry wandered into the crystal stores inside the parks. And I got this crystal ornament.
Yeah.
It looks like a commercial.
That looks like the commercial for Disneyland.
Yeah.
A promo commercial.
That was really a pretty ornament. I didn't get that one for myself. I got a crystal Tinkerbell instead.
See, I'm glad you brought this one for me. I didn't expect this one at all. I didn't even know it existed. So, yeah.
You know, the interesting thing I found out, though, is that they do not take Disney gift cards in those shops.
Nope.
Because it's a private business.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Rebus Brothers.
Yeah, that's a Rebus Brothers. They do not accept the Disney gift cards at all.
Yeah.
No.
And then she brought me a popcorn bucket, which nothing special about it, but it is definitely Christmas related.
Well,
So
last week we showed our popcorn bucket that we bought, and that was the Mickey toy soldier.
Oh, did you get that one?
Yeah, we got that one.
But
We're lugging that stupid thing around.
I have one more thing that hasn't arrived yet. It wound up going home with Megan, so I'll be getting that next week, and I'll be able to show it at some point in the near future. So
Probably next Monday.
Well, we have another segment coming up very shortly where we're going to be sharing what's been going on over the last couple of weeks. So let's take a quick break here. We'll be right back. You're watching PTV Live Holiday Edition.
When the tree needs decking out,
we use the card that carries clout. When my Christmas cash starts running out, I don't panic because I've got clout.
When the Yuletide spirit gets to me, I use my CLOUT Master Charge.
the #1 card in the world.
When you carry Master Charge, you carry clout.
Merry Christmas.
The 2023 limited edition Orlando Guy mug is here just in time for the holidays. It's a fun way to enjoy your morning brew with this whimsical collector's edition mug. Get yours while you can at theorlandoguy.com.
And now another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa. Putting your lights on the tree is a very important step to decorating your Christmas tree. First thing you need to do is check your strands every year to make sure they work properly. Plug it in and move it around a bit. This will help ensure that all the lights are working properly and sitting in their sockets the right way. If you're using a new strand, make sure to prepare your strand. Carefully remove all the tags from both ends of the cord. This will make for a cleaner look on the tree. Don't do this. If you do, take extra care to cut off those tags. Take the time to stretch the cord. This will relax the lights. It helps when you're putting the lights on the tree. And that's another decorating tip from Pepper Tree Villa.
With Pillsbury sugar cookies, you can help kids create their own Christmas treats.
I made a little angel. Actually, my mommy helped. It was easy. This Santa has a problem. My Santa's cheeks got chubby in the oven. You know how I made it? Frosting and gumdrops. The wing broke off and I ate it.
Everyone loves Pillsbury cookies, fresh and hot. Ho, ho!
Eating's the best, no problem.
Okay, Doug wants
This
to
was
show one
Armour
thing.
crop delivery.
This was ours.
Macy's.
Yes.
He was the balloon that was in the Macy's parade. And he's big and fluffy and soft. So we bought Snoopy from Macy's.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wanted to make sure that we got that one.
Did
too,
you get
so-
him, Ben?
I did not, but I got something else. Not yet, anyway. I want to get him, but just throw it to me.
Santa Snoopy.
I got a Santa Snoopy from Knott's Berry Farm.
We have a Santa Snoopy.
That came from Megan.
Yeah, Megan, bless her heart, my niece, she loves her son, Uncle Benny. So she spoiled me with a plushy Snoopy, Santa Snoopy. I love it.
We got the one from the parade.
Yeah, I want to get back to Macy's and get that myself.
Yeah, I want to highlight this video, this little comment here. I featured the Orlando Guy Christmas mug in my latest video. Jim dropped a surprise video of atmosphere music and so forth. It's like a 4-hour thing you can have playing in the background. Lots of fun, but the screen on his television that's hanging on the wall changes scenes. So you see various videos from YouTube, and you also see in the foreground on a little side table a mug that's from the Orlando Guy. So yeah, definitely want to see that.
Very prominently.
Yeah, definitely. So this happened this week. So Ben you were by yourself, right?
Yeah.
Okay. But this was Ben's California adventure. What happened?
It was a pretty uneventful week, and I was here all by myself. I would work, I'd come home, I'd shower, I'd settle in, I'd go to bed. And it was like that all week until Saturday night when I was watching TV, and I fell asleep to watching TV, but then I bolted upright really fast because of a dream that had come across me. I was standing in my laundry room and I was looking at the staircase and the landing, and who's there but Mom?
Oh, Ben. Oh, dear.
Yeah, it unsettled me.
Did she say anything to you?
No. She just, it's almost like she just was looking at me very disapprovingly. Almost like I've done something wrong with the machine.
You know the television show is based on real life. So if anybody watches CBS Ghost, your mom is bound to that house for the rest of eternity.
No, she's not. If she was, we would have already been made aware of that.
Yeah,
because she would have known.
Definitely.
If Mom's presence were still here in the house, we would have already known. And it probably would have come in the form of some form of weird smell coming from the heater.
Okay.
Yep.
That was the big thing.
Yeah. Sherry's California adventure. Sherry, tell us a little bit about what's going on here.
I don't remember what year that that first picture was.
It's from 2002.
That's the pumpkin cheese cake. That's a place in I don't remember where that is. Those are different wreaths and swags from Knott's Berry Farm. I was just very fascinated with them all.
I love the decor. It's so whimsical.
That's in Camp Snoopy at Knott's Berry Farm.
Mm-hmm.
That's all Knott's Berry Farm. I mean, it was beautiful there, and it wasn't crowded at all. And all the swags were different themed. Like that's in Fiesta Village. They totally redid Fiesta Village, and it's gorgeous.
Oh, that's great. Now, you see, I really like all the decor. The giant boysenberries are very cute.
I know. I loved those giant boysenberries. I would have loved to have found that sign, but they didn't have it to be found. So, and that was one of
several trees in the
several
park.
trees that they had. Now, this is the Cambria Christmas Market. It's a light show and German market. And it was, words don't describe it. It is amazing. They have over 2 million lights at this place. And that was a scene where they did the 12 Days of Christmas.
Yeah, so I've actually heard this played out, and it's really cool.
They also had one that was kind of like that, but it was done by, it was a senior project by the class of 2019 at Cal Poly, and it's like a big advent calendar, and each scene has a different song. Yeah, that was my kids, and those are all of them pointing at their own names.
Okay.
On their brick at the Disney park.
Yeah, and then this is our hearth. I mean, our fireplace this year. We didn't put up our big tree, so I went with my Tinkerbell tree in the living room and decorated the fireplace with Tinkerbell colors of the bright green, the lime green, and white and silver.
Well, I do have the video of you with the Tinkerbell tree there. So that's your tree there.
That's my little Tinkerbell tree. And it's getting pretty full of ornaments.
You have like almost 100 ornaments on that tree now.
At least.
Yeah, it's coming close to that.
Because I've got how many of the Lennox Tinkerbell now?
About 4 or 5.
I think I've got 6 now.
Oh, dear Lord.
I mean, they started making them before I started collecting, but I haven't gone back to look to see if I can pick them up or how much they are. I'm afraid to.
Wow.
But yeah, that's, keychains and watches, Tinkerbell watches that I've collected over the years, and pins that are on little fabric yo-yos. So a lot of Tinkerbell.
Oh, the Hucker Tinkerbell ornament. Gosh. The one just right below there on the package. She looks like a
see the green. I made green yo-yos out of fabric and put pins on them.
She's a very popular character.
And then it ends at the very top of the tree with a Tinkerbell tree topper.
Uh-huh. And the wings do light up.
Yeah.
All right. So then Doug and I had the PTV California adventure, and we'll go ahead and start this, and we'll describe a little bit what's going on. This was at the Tam O'Shanter. It's a restaurant that
Walt Disney frequently ate.
Restaurant in Los Angeles.
In Los Angeles. And it was a dinner and a show, and it was like an improv show. Very, very good actors. Holy
Was that Yorkshire pudding?
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
And then we went to Disneyland.
Yeah.
For a half a day.
Yeah, we went on Sunday.
We went on Sunday after the Saturday thing. And it's just, they're turning downtown Disney into a strip mall. It's so tacky. I want decor.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff there that shouldn't be there, but
they were setting up for candlelight when we were there.
So candle.
Oh, yeah, when we were there, it was all set up. It was just a matter of
they needed to take it down.
Yeah,
yeah.
And I just
probably took
candlelight was this
I
weekend.
love the wreaths that hang over the middle of the street. Just love that.
Yeah.
And of course, there's Harold, the abominable snowman from the Matterhorn.
Phenomenal.
Which we couldn't get on because it was closed.
Yeah, it was open for us. However, this was closed when we tried going on it.
It was
unfortunately, it was in national news. Unfortunately, someone was
misbehaved.
Yeah, was misbehaving on the attraction, so they closed it for a while. Unfortunately, so
And for us, it kept going down, and every time it would come back up, it was like an hour wait, so we never got onto it. Oh, I loved that attraction.
we went to the El Capitan Theater.
Phenomenal.
And there's Doug.
I was really enjoying it.
Yeah.
The new tune. I've always liked Toontown. Didn't I send that to you?
No, you didn't. But
I took the train. We were right in the front.
This is we're on the train at this point, but of course that's the facade for Small World, all lit up in thousands of lights, just beautiful. The whole Small World Mall, just hundreds of thousands of lights all over the place. It's beautiful.
Disneyland goes way over the top.
They go all out. So.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
And we were waiting for fireworks.
And unfortunately, they were canceled because of high winds.
And then this is us zipping up the coast.
Oh, we got to see them.
Yeah, the high winds actually, that was a sign that was there.
Welcome, Doug.
At our
how
hotel.
sweet of them.
Oh, I know. I was so proud.
The winds at Disneyland were so strong, we saw the weather balloon. They lifted it up, and it just went whoop, like that straight across. So
because we had VIP seating, so they came and told us first. They said, "Oh, by the way, it's not going to happen. We're not going to leave it and tell our guests yet." So we ended up leaving.
And of course, we're in Solvang at this point on Monday, and we're all over the place. But this reminded me of Doug.
I freaked out.
Glitter glue.
Glitter glue.
The horrors we do in our house.
No, but Doug, if you need to use glitter for anything, that's the way to do it.
I know.
Tower Pizza, great Strombolis. They were fantastic.
They ran out of medium pizza.
Yeah. And this was the light show in the park. They had music going. Cannot run the music, of course, because of copyright things. But they had a lot of lights, a lot of flashing.
They started the tree lighting on Monday when we were there. It was the first one. The tree wasn't going to be lit until Friday with a parade. So we went in the transition period, but it was still festive. They were calling Yule Fest.
Yeah. And then we drove home and we stopped at Casa de Fruta on the way home. And there were
tons of chickens.
Chickens in the parking lot.
And ducks. And
we blew past that place. We didn't stop this year.
Yeah. I love this place.
I love chickens.
And they have peacocks around.
Yeah, they had peacocks too. And but yeah, it was a fun trip for that. And then we stopped and we got sausage at Wolfson's in Gustine.
Matt and Megan stopped there too on
Stopped
Sunday.
there and spent $70 on sausages.
Yeah.
They had lunch. They had lunch there and got some sausage as well. They pre-ordered theirs.
No, we didn't pre-order. Did you get the other part?
I did get the other part.
Where's the tree?
We also stopped for dinner that night and saw the decorations in town and thought, okay, we have to see this at night. So we stuck around. We got dinner at Perry's Pizza.
They literally put a tree in the middle of the road, people.
Yeah.
Like a tree is in the middle of an intersection.
This was in Gustine.
What do you expect?
Perry's Pizza. They did us nice.
They were very friendly.
They were very friendly, very nice.
We were chatty. They were chatty. It was really fun.
We had garlic chicken pizza. Delicious.
I lost my pizza.
Yeah. He had a case of mozzarella where the cheese just slides off.
It was delicious. We worked it down.
But then we drove down to that little intersection where the tree was in the middle of the street.
Wow.
Like in the middle of the street.
We were just fascinated by this.
But the cool thing about it is when you get out, it's blaring very loud music.
Yeah.
Christmas music.
And if you look at the sign underneath, they treat that intersection as a roundabout.
Yes.
Oh,
I was absolutely fascinated by this. The town is probably like only 3,000 or 5,000 people.
It's
really,
small.
really super friendly.
Yeah.
It's a farming community in the Central Valley.
It's major agriculture. Serious agriculture. But yeah, it was super festive. Then we got petroleum, and then we got home.
Yeah. But Donna, yes, it is a roundabout. Take a look at the little sign there on the street. Right.
You know, that was like Cayucos. Cayucos was so lighted up for lit up. It was lit up for Christmas. Beautiful.
So, yeah. And just as a reminder, it is December 4th, which means it is 21 days until Christmas.
I am so far behind on my shopping.
Yeah.
Between Thanksgiving and planning for this trip this last week, which I have to say we had a wonderful time.
Yeah. Was it what you wanted to do when you said you were going to plan on doing it in April?
Everything and then some.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't do a lot of rides, but I got to see my grandkids enjoy things that they had not seen before, and shop with them. And
well, 2 of the grandkids had never been to Disneyland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the youngest one was just so excited because they did take her into Toontown and visited Mickey's house. Mickey Mouse.
She got to see Mickey.
Yeah, she got to meet Mickey, and they got her with Mickey. She was just so excited. Then she wanted the bubble wand, light up wand. So I got her one. And then the other girl wanted just the light up wand. She didn't want the bubbles. But I was surprised with the boy who's 10 because, he's kind of in that.
He wants to be a kid, but he wants to be an adult.
School and, 1 foot in elementary school. I didn't think anything about it, so I never offered him, a bubble wand. But he asked me during the day if he could have one too. And I was shocked. And then when we were at Knott's Berry Farm, what did he want? A pop gun. So he got a pop gun. And the girl...
roller coasters, or he went on Ghost Rider.
Oh, he went on Ghost Rider. He went on he loved
Thunder Mountain.
Thunder Mountain.
Oh,
he didn't get to experience Matterhorn, but he did Space Mountain. He did Star Tours.
Wow.
He did
Rise of the Resistance.
Rise of the Resistance.
Oh,
he did the other one.
Smuggler's Run.
Smuggler's Run. He did all of that, and then he did Radiator Springs, and he did a couple of other coasters. He did Jaguar twice in Knott's.
Yeah.
That's a fun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
we
fun
finally got to go in Rise of the Resistance. It took us forever to do it because all the time we went. Way cool.
Yeah.
I still have never been on that.
We went ahead and bought the Lightning Lane passes just, because there were so many of us that we just figured it would be easier to do that.
Yeah, exactly. So, Sherry, you've got a craft for us tonight.
I do.
Let's go ahead and start with that.
Let's do it quickly. Let me pull my bag of tricks over here.
Yeah. Yeah, Benji says, Rise of the Resistance is an incredible attraction. Yeah, it was. We were very fortunate when we got there. We don't know what happened, but the timing was perfect for us because for us, standby was just 20 minutes.
Yeah, we basically.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it was not bad. So, Sherry, what are you doing tonight?
I'm going to show you how to make maybe 3 different types of bows that are really easy to do. That you'll be able to do for packages or decorating. It's really not as difficult as everybody says it is. And I'll show you what I mean.
Okay.
Let me get some of my ribbons out here. And
do you want me to do the craft cam bigger than what it is?
Yes, please.
Okay. There we go.
I'm going to have to reduce the light here so you can actually see what's going on.
I've got a big bag of ribbons here, so bear with me while I get what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you've got a good collection of ribbons from which to choose.
Yeah. Okay. I think I'm going to use just these two right now. I'm going to use just a plain red that's wired edge, and then this one that is black with all these different ornaments on it.
Oh, the pointy baubles.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to do is I am going to cut these. I'm going to cut about 8 pieces, 4 of each, at 24 inches.
4 of them at 24 inches. On each.
8 of them. Yeah, 4 of each ribbon. So this is 18. 18 and 6 is 24. Okay, so
that's what I learned in school.
Yeah, me too. So I'm just going to wrap it around itself just to make it easier so I don't have to cut.
Oh, that makes sense.
So I don't have to measure each one.
That makes it a lot faster.
And this is called a bubble bow. And you'll see what I mean by this in a minute. So I'm just going to cut it here. And then I'm going to cut
under the camera
on the folds.
Don't cut your fingers.
I won't.
Don't do a Doug.
And then the end where it's going down, I'm going to go ahead and dovetail those. And if you don't know what dovetailing means, it just means finishing off those edges where you fold the ribbon in half and then cut from the fold toward the wired edge.
On an angle?
On an angle so that you get
pointy.
You're pointy, and that's called dovetails.
Looks like a Pac-Man end.
Pointy.
I'm going to do that with these other two. So those 4 are ready to go.
Yeah, I agree with you. That is pretty ribbon.
I've had it a while. I just haven't used it for anything. And sometimes when I cut my ribbon off of something, I have to make an even cut because it
wasn't cut evenly on the...
When I cut it off of the wreath or the bow that I was making. 18... and 6 is 24. Okay.
So why is this called a bubble bow?
You will see, because when you put it together, it kind of looks like a bubble. And you can make these any size. I'm just doing a 24 inch just so that you can see a bigger bow. But I've also done them where I've only cut maybe 14 to 16 inches.
Looks like a man's tie.
She's talking about bubble bows, and I'm thinking I've got a bubble.
So then I'll cut them at the fold. And then on one end, I will go ahead and...
Same thing. You're going to...
dovetail them all.
Wrong way.
Nope, it's the right way.
Just remember that you go up from the edge. Okay. So then what you're going to do is...
You have to do the other side.
Nope.
No?
Nope. I do not have to do the other side. On this one, I'll get a pipe cleaner out so that I can make it easier for you to see.
See, this is why we do crafting.
Donna says a man's tie or a mai tai?
Put on.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it... I think I'm going to make a 6-inch loop. So what you do is you find where it's 12 inches, and I'm just going to gather it there.
Okay.
And then this end, I'm going to go ahead and gather as well.
Sherry, Donna says, I might have missed it, but is this wired ribbon?
It is wired ribbon, yes. So then you've got one that has a loop like this with the tail.
Oh, okay.
So then what I do is rather than trying to hold them all while I'm working together, I'll get a clip and just clip it down. Then I'm going to take one of these and do the same thing. I'm going to find the 12-inch space spot.
Gather it.
Gather this end.
The end that's not dovetailed.
Right, and bring them together. And then put it together with the red.
With the tail as big as a kite.
Actually, it might be easier for me to just use my fingers. So if you put them in between your fingers like this and hold them, you can work with it faster. So then again, 12 inches.
I'm
the end.
You know what? Countless times.
Bring them
I'm
together.
always here right in front of her watching it happen, and I'm still lost.
I'm actually keeping up with this one.
Same thing. This one, 12 inches, gather it. And you can make as many loops on these as you want. Bring them together. Put them together so that if you see they're all facing the same way, they're all pretty much even.
Okay. And you do the red one now?
I'm going to do a red one now. I'm alternating between the printed ribbon and the solid red.
Donna, the magic that is Sherry. It's true, Donna. That is true.
Hang on to that one, please. It keeps getting in the way.
What do they say when you're waving a ribbon?
Flag. Waving a flag means you surrender.
That would be a white flag, but this is a red ribbon.
Okay. I'll take this last one.
Fine.
Oh.
Thank you, Donna. Thank you so much.
Apparently, Donna was at Candlelight Procession yesterday. She saw
got
John
moist.
Stamos. My year that I saw Candlelight at Epcot, the narrator was Robbie Benson. And I just remember him stopping right in the middle of everything. Total silence, the orchestra, the whole huge choir behind him. And he just stopped the show and said, "This is so cool."
Okay, so I'm going to use a a zip tie on this.
Oh, okay.
What you do is you just make sure that when you tie it, either with a pipe cleaner or a zip tie, that you have all of those loose ends caught in, like this here, caught in it so that it doesn't get...
it won't undo it.
Yeah,
because we've all been there.
So then pull it as tight as you can. Snip it off.
Yeah, you need the snip, Sherry, not the pliers.
No, the needle nose pliers were to help her.
Oh, were you tightening it?
Yeah.
Ah.
And then, kind of like an octopus, you just start getting these tails out.
All right, I'm out of here. She said octopus.
And you can pull them and twist them so that they're kind of you want them separated. You don't want the same kind next to each other.
No,
I've got it. I messed it up, guys.
Uh-oh.
Because you left out one ribbon.
I left out one ribbon.
Oh, you left out the black one.
Yeah, I was going, why am I not getting this right? Let me get the last one in here.
I'm right here in front of her and I didn't catch that. But then again, I have no idea what she's doing.
You get another zip tie. We'll try this again.
Sherry, you should bring some of this stuff and make bows in front of people at the boutique next week.
You think so?
Yeah. Just pick a couple of them. Show people.
And then sell them.
Well, see, I don't usually do a lot of bows by hand anymore because I've got 3 different tools to make different types of bows. But I didn't want to use those for you. I wanted you to be able to see how they can be done with...
without buying any extra tools.
Yeah. So...
Because we know how Arnie and Doug feel about tools and devices in the kitchen that only have one purpose.
Why? I have tons of that.
Well, like...
the Bozy bow.
I've got a bow dabra. I've got a pro bow hand maker.
The apple core, which is what I wanted to get. And you guys said, just use a knife. You don't need that tool. It only does one thing.
I use our apple core all the time.
Which one? The one that spins and peels and cores, or the one that just...
Yeah,
the one all the time.
Okay, so then what you do is you just start fluffing your bow.
And we all know how painful that can be. Come on. So this is a bubble bow?
This is a bubble bow. And if you use a smaller one, I mean, if you... Oh, see? This one didn't get caught in here.
Look at that. Whoops.
Screwed up.
But I'll give you an idea of what it looks like.
Thank you, Mike.
Mike, Apple Core, Baltimore. Who's your friend? Me.
Let me guess. Napoleon Dynamite or...
No. That was Donald Duck with Chip and Dale.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what it does is it gives you just a bunch of loops.
And a bunch of tails.
And you can put it on top of a package. Now, had I made a smaller one, it would have shown better on camera. But
why don't you go ahead here? Let me present your camera, and you can show it in front of everyone.
Too big.
Actually, that looks really nice.
See?
And it's so simple.
That one is. Then the next one is... I think Ben would like this one better because there's not a lot of handling of it.
Oh, thank goodness. That one was giving me anxiety.
Donna's right, though. It was a big bow.
It's a big bow, and it would go really well on
a new car.
No, on the girls, the little girls, the youngest girls. Christmas present from me.
Oh, okay.
So I'll use all the same ribbon on this one. And what I'm going to do is...
What are the lengths of the pieces this time?
This is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to...
12-inch strips? Or 12-inch... 12-inch folds?
12-inch folds.
Okay.
Actually, no. I'm going to do one at 12. No, I'll do them all the same on this one.
Oh, Mar, that's too bad.
Oh, Mar, so sorry.
What happened?
She lost her Wi-Fi. She has to be on Team Replay.
Oh.
Yes, Donna, it is still wired ribbon.
This is all wired ribbon that I'm using. And so this is 12 inches. And I'm going to do enough to have 8 loops on each side. That's 2.
Mara's saying, I can see you, but I want to scrutinize what Sherry did.
Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah. How many times do you go back and forth
4.
with this?
I'm going to do 8 because I want 8 loops. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5.
5.
Mar, I've done that very thing, Mar.
For those of you counting at home, this is number 7 and number 8. This is where she ends it and cuts.
You're sure?
Well, that's what you said it was going to be.
Yeah, I just need to make sure, yeah, that it's the right way. Okay. So these were 12, and then I'm going to cut a piece that is 16. Put that to the side for a minute.
Oh my gosh. How many?
It stays put because of the wired edges.
This is just a 16-inch piece.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do for this one is just go ahead and find the middle right now by folding it in half. Okay. The one that I wired, I'm going to go ahead and find the center, which would be here. I'm going to fold it up in half like this. Then I'm going to fold one half back down on itself and the other half back down on itself so that you've got something like that.
Okay. It looks like a giant bow tie.
It does. So then what you do is get to the center again. You're going to take the one piece that you had, the 16-inch piece.
Jonathan, he says, I'm still counting how many times the non-crafters tell Sherry she's doing it wrong.
And then you're just going to gather that and put it under there.
And it makes it look like it's a giant Colonel Sanders tie.
Like that. And then you can use a pipe cleaner if you'd rather do that than a
zip tie.
And then rather than tighten the pipe clean or turn the pipe cleaner, turn the bow, because then you get a nice
tight fit.
Oh, okay.
That's kind of clever.
Bring your tails down this way. And then you just start.
Look at that. She just
pulling it apart. I'm going to look for that other tail in the center. Bring that out this way. And then just start bringing your one bow to the bottom or one loop to the bottom.
Dale, we're glad you're learning because we all are.
Yeah, Dale's world, definitely. We're the same way. This is fun for us.
One loop to the top, one loop to the bottom, and you just kind of pull and twist at the same time.
I see.
Rubber bands would not work because they're way too elastic. You need something very stiff like metal or the plastic ties.
I know for me also, if you use a rubber band,
it deteriorates after a while. They stretch.
They tend to deteriorate. Unlike the...
that's half of it.
Half?
That's half of the bow.
Oh yeah, you've got the other stuff there. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And there she goes. She's pulling more stuff out of nowhere.
Richard, or do as I do and just hire Sherry.
Yeah, she's... It is pretty, Jonathan. It really is. This one is a pretty bow. I like this one better than the bubble bow.
And then you just kind of fool around with it and get them to where you want. And that's the nice thing about the wired ribbon is that you can squash them down and then bring them back to life.
Well, it's like an artificial tree where you can bend the branches in any direction that you need it to work for you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I've got all these little ribbon shards all over my room now.
And then what I will do is I will go ahead and, Ben, and I'll go ahead and dovetail the ends just to finish it off. And a little secret, sometimes the ends of these wired ribbons will fray, and I'll show you what I mean in a minute. And then I'll make these ones.
Mike received a bow from Sherry in the package that she sent to him, and she made a note, said on the card that or was it was just general in sales, where she said that you can refluff the bow.
Yeah.
And he appreciated that.
That's how you do it. Just
He's blind. He's not going to know how to fluff a bow.
I think anyone can fluff a bow.
you don't, yeah.
You don't have to see a bow to feel it. You can feel it.
Okay. Don't you want to give him a big poofy bow that he doesn't have to do anything with?
Well, yeah, but with the packaging, though, sometimes they will.
And Richard says you're actually zhuzhing.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. So this is, if you want to present the big camera, this is what this one looks like finished.
That is a big puffy bow.
Yeah.
It looks great.
So there's that. But what I was saying was, bring me back down to the work camera, please. That if you look at these ribbons, sometimes these are just an overcast stitch that's done on a machine, and it will fray over time. So when I cut them, I will get fast drying clear nail polish and just put a little dab on either end of the cut, and it keeps it from fraying.
That is a great tip.
Mm-hmm. Okay, one last one.
Okay.
I mean, I can show you tons of them, but let me show you one last one.
Michelle gave Richard points for spelling zhuzhing correctly.
Okay, I've got a 2.5-inch plaid.
So yeah, actually, I'll give him that too.
So I've got a 2.5-inch plaid that's got gold running through it, and then I've got a 1.5-inch gold. So what I'm going to do is cut these at...
And again, wired ribbon.
Yeah, all wired ribbon.
Buy this crap after Christmas, people. Because there are aisles of this Michael's and Hobby Lobby and everywhere, and it's all going to be 90% off. I know it's storing it,
Sherry,
but don't think you need to buy any of this stuff.
Danielle is saying that those are lovely bows. I lack any creative, crafty inclination. I can only do digital art.
Oh,
I can think of you both.
I'm going to cut these at 11.
Why 11?
Because it has to go over, it overlaps a little bit. And you'll see what I mean.
I still don't understand.
I'm going to put these two together like this.
Okay. And?
I'm going to put some glue.
Oh, dear Lord, the hot glue.
On the end right here. I can get the glue out.
Okay. What are those shears? I've got a question for you. What kind of shears are those?
Oh, those are just Fiskar scissors.
Did you get them at Joanne?
Joanne, yeah. And the reason I wrote craft on them is because I have some for
sewing.
For sewing, and Lord help anybody who gets a hold of my sewing scissors to try and cut something.
Yeah,
we have scissors for everything.
You don't want to do that. Because you think you've seen her hit me here on camera before. Whew.
No, you need very particular scissors for this, scissors for that, scissors for this.
Okay, so I've got both of these ribbons glued together.
But they're just glued on the edges?
Yes. And then what you're going to do is turn it over. Well, first of all, find the middle.
Okay. By
folding it in half. Bring one end over the midpoint, and then put some glue on it.
Oh my gosh.
Nobody's paying attention. They're all in the dictionary because Richard's using big words.
The extra S is the Gentile way of spelling it.
Yeah,
Zhuzhin.
everybody's looking it up in the dictionary, not paying attention.
No,
so you glue it
believe
there.
me, we're paying attention here because Sherry's definitely got some bow skills.
And then, I mean, these are just ideas for you if you want to do something different. And then glue it together. Like that. And just go ahead and press it down. Not a big deal. And that will measure about 5 inches. Okay.
Okay, Donna's got several different pairs of shears too for specific tasks.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
you have boning shears.
I'm gonna do another one.
Is this going to be 11 inches again?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't understand this. I'm watching the process, but I'm not understanding the goal.
There is a method, Ben. She's getting close to finishing it.
Okay, so once again, you're going to pull out your glue gun.
Yep. Glue this.
And this is the part that scares me.
So
like the hot glue.
Mine are cheap.
No, you
But
couldn't do
boardroom
anything
teacher
here.
let me use hers. I was scared to touch the expensive pair.
Donna.
I should have brought the big glue gun, but
oh dear Lord.
get it on the right side and I'd be doing better. I don't know.
You gotta do 20 of these? We're gonna be here all night.
No. I'm not doing 20 of them.
It's just 2 of them?
I'm going to do 2 of them. I'm going to make this one a simple one. But why does the glue not want to come out?
I don't know.
You're right, Mike. There is always a method behind the madness, and sometimes I'm a little impatient to watch for the end result because I can't get what's
I'm gonna go buy a new one.
No, this is a fairly new one. I'm just getting used to it. That's all.
Oh, so there's the glue. It came out.
Yeah.
Richard says you should have used Mod Podge.
Oh, it would have taken too long to dry, Richard. Trust me.
Jim says, I use the same scissors for everything, including hair, which explains why my head looks like a baseball some dog chewed up. Jim.
So what I'm doing is folding
yeah,
them in half to kind of make sure that they're both about the same length.
There's no Mod Podge in this bow demonstration.
Nope, there is not.
And you know, Jim's show is tomorrow night. You get a taste of his humor like that on his show tomorrow night on his channel, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. Only on More Sunshine, please.
Hopefully I'll be able to watch it from the beginning like I did last week because it's always fun to watch Jim. He makes me laugh. Thank you, Jim.
Speaking of Jim, and Richard is also there, they will be joining us next week for our episode of PTV Live. We're doing a special show next week, The Taste of Cost Plus World Market. You're not going to want to miss that.
Volume 2.
Volume 2.
Okay, so then what I'm going to do is take a piece. Let's see, that was 11. You want your tails to be a little bit longer than the actual length of the bow itself. So I'm going to cut this one at about
what?
9.
All right. So a 9-inch strip of ribbon compared to the
11.
Well, they're no longer 11, but
right.
11 that's folded up on itself.
They're now between 5 and 5.5 inches.
Yes.
And this.
And more hot glue?
No, this one does not get glued. What you're going to do is find the center, which is going to be 4.5 inches, which is right here.
Okay.
And you're going to just
scrunch
it and put it down like this. So you've got your tails here, okay? And I am going to clip this one just to hold it together. Then these you take in the center, which would be about there. And the same thing. You scrunch them up together.
Okay.
I understand.
No, the glue's inside the scrunched part.
Yeah. And then this one, you do the same thing.
Okay. I'm still lost here. I don't.
You don't know what's going to look like, huh?
No.
This is clever.
You can see what's coming?
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you look at Instagram video of craft and food? This has been done to death.
No, I don't.
So then you scrunch both of them up and you put them together.
Richard says technically you're not scrunching, you're rumpling.
Whatever it is. You do that. You take your tails and you put them in the center like this.
Mm-hmm.
Get a zip tie.
So not a pipe cleaner for this one?
You could do a pipe cleaner if you wanted. I just prefer zip ties. They work better for me.
It gives a good tight fit on that thing.
Yeah.
You can really hear that thing's just pulling shut.
And I'm not going to tighten it until I make sure that it's where I want it to be.
We've all been there.
Because you want it in the center. You don't want it off center and tightened.
Okay.
And then you
clip it.
Flip that tail off.
And then I'm going to take a piece of the plaid. I'll cut maybe 4 inches of it.
I'm glad you guys have seen this on Instagram or wherever you've seen it.
And then what you do is you just, if I can get the glue to come out. I don't know what's going on with this glue gun, guys.
I couldn't tell you.
It was working earlier.
Okay, I see some glue coming out.
Yeah, I see it too.
Yeah, it's...
Okay.
I'm trying to get used to this new little one because I like the tip on it, but it's not...
You got crappy glue, it coagulated.
And then I just fold it up like this.
Okay.
And then get some glue on the other side.
Oh my gosh, so much glue.
If it will come out, I don't know what. There
yeah,
we
Donna,
go.
Donna must have.
There we go.
Oh, it's working now.
Yeah. Okay, and then that's still a little too wide for me, so I'm going to fold it in half again.
Oh dear Lord. Is this supposed to go around the twist tie?
And then it goes around here. So what you do is...
What?
Ben, oy vey. So much glue.
So then I glue down this end.
And she's covering the zip tie with a folded piece of ribbon.
This is what you do when you buy a glue gun.
What is the name of this ribbon?
Ribbon.
This, or the bow, I mean, the bow you're making. Is it fake bow?
I have no idea.
Okay, we'll just call it fake bow.
And then I'm just going to trim it like that and hold it for a minute or two to,
make sure that it sets.
Yeah. And then you just get your fingers in it.
And you start to zhuzh it.
Zhuzh it. I'm going to zhuzh it for Richard.
Mar, you know what? A lot of people would think that I would put a hex on Sherry's glue gun. I'd be afraid of hexing anything of Sherry because I know what I would do to her would come back tenfold to me.
It's true. It's very true.
Do you take those apart or you keep them overlapped?
They're not what?
You're not pulling the two apart? Like the gold on its own?
No. It's staying together.
The gold is merely an accent over the plaid.
Oh, I didn't know you were going to pull it apart.
No, not on this one. And you just get your fingers in there, and
if you can.
Yeah, right.
My You've got small fingers.
Well, my nails aren't long enough to really get in between those. Just kind of pull it out like that.
Yeah, I'm not going to need the heater on tonight. This tree has definitely warmed up the room.
It really has. I'm going to open up that bedroom door and freeze when I go back upstairs.
You know what? We don't have the heater on in the house. It's not too terribly cold right now, but it is a little chilly. And once you open the door from my room, which goes into another room of the house, it'll be cold in that room. It's warm in here. Theoretically, there really should be some sort of weather system right in the door jamb of my bedroom where it would be raining.
There'd be cold.
At the very least, it would feel humid.
Yeah, there'd be a cold front there for sure.
So then I'm just going to dovetail these ends again.
This is like a fancy Colonel Sanders bow.
Yeah. And then if you want, Doug, here you can...
Oh, Doug stepped away for a second.
You can pull these apart because these are not glued together. And you've got just a simple little bow.
And yeah, Mara says your nails look great too. So.
Oh, thank you. The other thing you can do is do the same thing by taking just one ribbon and gluing it and doing maybe two 8-inch, 2 6-inch, 2 4-inch, and glue them together like I showed you on this one, and then put them on top of each other, and then put a center in it, and then you can start pulling it apart so that you get a fluffy big bow.
Well, Sherry, those are great. Those are just great bows. Thank you.
Yeah, meanwhile, again, I've got ribbon shrapnel all over the place here.
You're fine. It's not going to kill you.
Oh, yeah. I forgot one thing, Arnie. Present, please.
You want the light back up?
No, it doesn't need to be because it's better in this lighting.
Yeah.
This is a perpetual calendar that was brought back to me. Was this from you or Megan? This was from Sherry, and she knows how much I love Small World. The clock face doesn't turn, but you can move the numbers along and make it a calendar. It does not have 6 rows, so the 1 and the 2 are missing, but this is my new Small World calendar that I got from Disneyland. And I love it.
Very nice.
Have your ribbon.
Yeah. Just, you guys, don't even, I learned, hold on, let me get the garbage off of Ben's floor before he hits it.
Too late.
If you want to learn how to make any easy bows, all you need to do is go to YouTube, or even Facebook has videos on how to make bows,
or
Instagram,
or you can just rewatch this video too. Learn how to make them.
There are tons of different bows that you can make that will
see
dress up a package and not.
It looked better in the darker light.
Yeah. And, that will dress up any kind of a package for you, or you can, you can do things as simple as, let me show you real quick.
Oh my gosh. She's got
If
more.
you're doing bows for your trees, you can get one piece, just bring it together like I did on that one bow. If you want to fill in a tree because you don't have enough ornaments and you want to put some ribbon in it, just gather 3 of them together. And it doesn't matter how they go. Just fold over one edge so it's a little bit shorter than the other. So you've got something to work with.
Is there more shrapnel around?
I think there's some underneath your chair. Just got a pipe cleaner. Like I said, turn the ribbon, not the pipe cleaner. And then you can just fluff them out like this. And you can trim them if you want. And then you can just stick it in a tree.
Bow ornament in 6 seconds. Bam! Yeah, you did that fast.
So yeah, like 3. I would go with an odd number.
Here, let me place that here. It's like,
and you can just tie it into the tree with the pipe cleaner. No, that's not the way to go, Ben.
Like I don't know how to decorate a tree.
Let me do this. So you can stick it into a tree like this, and it fills up space.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't need help filling up the space of my tree.
But some people don't have all the ornaments that we do.
Yeah, you're covering King Louis.
Oh, poor King Louis. He'll survive. So that's just a quick tip. But if you really want to have fun, get yourselves what they call a bow dabra. And you can get that at almost any craft store, or even Amazon has them. They're not expensive. And what they do is they hold the ribbon in place for you, so you're not having to twist your hands. That's why I started doing that, because I was having a hard time holding everything and twisting and making sure that the right side of the ribbon was forward. And,
right.
Yeah.
And we've got beautiful packages.
I even gave Doug one year with a bow that had lots of blue glitter on it.
Get the Bow Dabra and Bedazzler, and I bet it comes with a Ginsu knife too.
No, I don't have a Bedazzler. Never wanted one.
Just a Bow Dabra from K-Tel.
So at any rate, that's my tip for the year.
I wish I wasn't as full as I am from dinner and all the tastings, because I would have another ear. This is such a good cookie.
It is a good cookie, which is why we have the gingerbread that we do.
Yeah.
The good thing about these bows, too, is that you can squash them
and refluff.
Store and then refluff them. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
And this has been Crafting with Sherry. Where did Doug go?
Can't hear you.
You're on mute, Arnie.
Sorry about that. Doug had to step away for a second. His back started giving it trouble. So.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, he says good night to everyone. But for me, everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. We really appreciate it. This was a long one. I cannot believe that we've been on so long. So
we had a lot to cover.
Yeah.
A lot to cover. So thank you, everyone, for sticking around with us. We really had a great time with that.
You're technically not squashing, you're crumping.
Yeah, you're crumpling it.
Whatever I'm doing, I'm throwing them away.
Thank
so.
you, Richard. Oh my gosh, you're throwing those away?
Yeah.
What, those bows?
Yeah.
Now bring them to the office for the boutique share for next Tuesday.
No,
She
they're
can
not
make-
my best work. I just ran through them real quick.
Okay. Well, everyone, thank you so much for the show tonight. We really appreciate it. We had a lot of fun, and it was great to be back. Now, again, next week is a special episode. We will be having the Orlando guy right there. You see that? And Jim of More Sunshine, please, will be joining us for the Taste of Cost Plus World Market. That's next Monday night at
Volume 2. You keep forgetting. Volume 2.
Okay, Volume 2. Yeah. And there's Jim. He says, see you next Monday. Definitely. It is
we're
great.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, Jim will be with us.
Can we get some more sunshine, please?
Yes, we can. Definitely.
We had plenty of it this weekend. I was so glad. We just had a little bit of fog coming in from the coast to the valley.
Actually, I have a fog warning tonight that's going to start at 11, going to be until 11 tomorrow morning. So I got to be careful with my drive in the morning. Everyone, thank you so much for a great show. And yes, I agree. Sherry did a wonderful job on those bows.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. But this was wonderful. We'll see you next Monday for Volume 2 of The Taste of Cost Plus World Market. Everyone, thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Arnie.
I'm Ben.
I'm Sherry.
Was Doug over there. So everyone, have a magical evening. Have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow. And now your moment of groovy. Good night. It's not loading for some reason. I'll be right with you. I've got it right here.
Oh, we just found out Sherry's glue gun became unplugged, which is why she wasn't able to get it going.
Oh, that explains a lot.
It was a loose connection, yeah.
It's not the first time we had a loose connection in this house.
I am a loose connection.
Well, everyone, apologies for that, but yeah, we will definitely get the moment of groovy going here again. Everyone, thank you for joining us. Have a great evening. Good night, everyone.
Good night.
Where is it?
It's coming. It's coming. And there we go.